the way.
We wanted men.
I have spoken.
Welcome to episode 284 of the Smugglers Galaxy podcast, your favorite Star Wars podcast for smugglers in the galaxy. I'm Glenn. There's Jason, and we got a special guest, Ted, from The Force of Course, which is your favorite Star Wars podcast. We're for your smugglers, and he's just Star Wars.
Just Star Wars.
Just Star Wars in general.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we would just wanted to have him on because the Mando trailer dropped. So we wanted to talk about it and just I don't know. We hadn't talked to Ted in a minute, and he has 2 weeks off because he got. Can we talk about it?
Oh yeah,
he just had knee surgery, so it's not like it's a big deal, but
yeah,
it's a big deal, but not a big deal. So he's got 2 weeks off. So we're like, Ted, come on, let's go.
Yeah, it's not a HIPAA violation. We can talk about it.
Some people get weird about that stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I had a procedure done, and that means you had a tummy tuck, right?
That makes it sound worse if you know what I mean? Like, ugh.
It's like, come on. I had a buddy that's like that. He's like, I'm having a procedure done, and later on, you're like, oh, you had a tummy tuck or something nipped and tucked, and you're like, dude, just say you're getting stuff nipped and tucked, man.
You had a filling. You went to the dentist.
Yeah.
You got a root canal.
Yeah,
root canal.
Freaking root canals. So how's everybody doing?
Great.
Great.
Better than last week.
Yeah,
So
because last week you were just
It was a Krabby Patty.
Krabby Patty. Ornery.
Krabby Patty. I like you, cranky.
Some of the Hasbro stuff had me cranky. I got more and more upset and angry. I'm just like, what are you doing?
I don't need another clone trooper.
Yakface yesterday posted the new Count Dooku, like the young version came out.
Mm-hmm.
And they held up the lightsaber from the previous version when he's old and compared it to the one when he's new. It's the same lightsaber, but they stopped putting like the black inside the lightsaber. And Yakface was like, it's not that much of a margin. You could paint it.
Jesus.
Not wrong.
It's like a half a cent, if that.
Yeah, not wrong.
Yeah, but when you got shareholders, that half a cent means everything. It's like being addicted to drugs as a CEO.
All right.
Cut some more. We're only going to save 10 cents. Just do it.
It's a disgusting business. It really is.
But the children, we don't care about them. They're not buying our toys anyway.
Right.
F them collectors.
So I wrote a haiku.
Oh.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Because of my crabbiness last week, I was like, I'm going to write a haiku or something. And then I saw a flower, a dandelion in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
And this is what I came up with.
Okay.
Yellow petals bloom. Spring arrives in the backyard. Rogue Fun 2 begins.
Oh, wow.
It's deep.
That is deep.
I was waiting for you to bring it back to Rogue Fun.
Yeah, it's very deep.
He's like,
am I that predictable?
I'm done talking about Rogue Fun. Here's a haiku I wrote about Rogue Fun.
Yeah, I'm not done talking about it.
I love how the first couple of lines were so peaceful, tranquil,
Yes.
and then it's like impending doom.
Chaos. Chaos begins.
It's almost upon us.
It's coming.
She's here.
It's working.
So you're ready? Is there anything outstanding as far as prep goes that you're like a
everything.
little worried about, but everything's
I mean, I'm worried about everything, so that's not a good question. It's like the Hulk. Well, won't you get angry? I'm always angry. I'm always worried. But no, we've got a lot to do. We've got stickers to produce and things to get ready with, and
I got koozies to make. Jeez.
Yeah, him and his koozies that I did the artwork for.
That you did the artwork
Nice.
for. He did.
Nice.
I'm not going to deny it.
Well, what's his name? Jorge
George.
Beza.
Yeah,
He
George.
did the artwork.
Right.
I just reformatted it for the event.
He just put it behind he put it on the background for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's a lot less time to go, hey, Jason, than it is to figure out how to do it.
For you.
Yeah. Well, I know he can do it in like 2 seconds because he's already got the stuff. You hit, Magic Eraser or whatever on a Photoshop, and it's bloom blam, and you're done.
Yeah, that's what I do. I use the Bloom Blam tool in Photoshop.
Isn't that just a button, like a Bloom Blam button?
Bloom Blam, and then it's done. And I'm like, here you go, Glenn. This is why it took 2 seconds.
Exactly.
It takes me longer to say Bloom Blam than it is to make it.
And that's why I get Jason to do my artwork.
But
there needs to be a Bloom Blam fee.
Oh, I'll figure that out one day,
but not this day.
but not today.
But yeah, there's just tons of stuff to do, and I'm printing the last project right now for Rogue Fun. I'm gonna do a small dispenser area.
Dispensary. We're having a dispensary at
I
Rogue
knew
Fun?
that was gonna happen when I said it. Those that know. But yeah,
I'm just taking in all your heads there in the background. They look amazing.
it's that's part of it. There's some over there. There's one over there, but
Sheesh.
He's gonna have a lot of more room after Rogue Fun.
yeah, that'll be nice. Because there's more down here. There's more in this corner, and then my daughter slept over. She had to leave her apartment one night, and she slept over here, and all the heads are on the floor looking at her. So she had to turn all the heads around so they're all facing the wall and stuff, like they were in timeout.
That's funny.
Shame.
You're the one that wanted to sleep over here.
Yeah, exactly. This is all that's left.
Get what you get. So you'll have more room. What are you doing with them after Rogue Fun?
Some of them are being auctioned at
cool.
Rogue Fun.
Okay, nice.
We'll see how that goes.
I
The
imagine
minimum
it'll go well.
The minimum bid has to be $20. Although I'm not making it's all going to charity.
Yeah.
But I spent at least $20 on each head, so
Yeah.
I think that's an easy ask.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. No problem.
We should get, $25 for each of them.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
Take anything.
Did you hear that? Ted didn't even say anything. I thought he'd have a smart comeback for that.
I'm trying to be good.
You're just trying not to curse because you curse on your podcast, and Jason's like, we need to be good on this one, so I try to be good.
Yeah,
yeah.
I say Star Wars is what PG, so that's the language we use.
You're
Keep
right.
it along those lines. Yeah,
And just recently we can start saying shit because that was an Andor.
Oh,
is that right? Wow.
Right.
I won't do it.
I'm the one that swears in this episode. That'd be the irony.
I know.
The one that doesn't swear is the one that swears in the episode.
Right.
All right, let's pick anything up this week.
Me?
Yeah. Well,
Anyone?
no.
I did actually.
What'd
It's
you
kind
get?
of a weird pickup. I went to a House of Plastic down the street.
I love those guys.
Jerome's such a good guy.
You have second chance.
Yeah. But I got I always go through their beater box for $5. And usually it's you go and you see the same old Bespin Lukes and Landos and stuff like that. But I got Indoor Troopers, man.
Wow.
That'd be cool.
So I'm working on a little
You gonna give one a white beard?
Indoor diorama. Yeah, I'm gonna alter them. I've got a 9 head I can pop on one of them, and then I've got a ton of Ewoks. I made myself some different variations of Ewoks, stuff like that. So
Did you see the guy that took off He-Man's face and put on an Ewok?
I saw that today, actually. It gave me the creeps.
It's weird to see those mashed up together in that manner.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a happy man.
Yeah, dude, I love Road to the Past. There's one that a guy, it was in a little old house. Is that one still there?
I think that's Road to the Past, isn't it?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Road to the Past. House of Plastic is the one that's in the shopping center.
Have you been to their the expanded one?
Yeah, I've been.
Okay.
Because they did it a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I was there.
And then you've got the toy department out in Fairfield. That's probably the
Yeah.
biggest one out here, but I like Jerome's pricing and his
Yeah.
demeanor better. He's just fun to talk to.
Yeah. I like toy department, but they know what they have, and they really like it.
Yeah, they're proud of their stuff.
They're proud. Roads of the Past used to have, I know that he sold it a few years ago, but used to have a little bit of prototypes in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still has it or not, but Jerome, House of Plastic would too, I think, not as
Every
much,
once in a while, yeah. Once in a while. They will.
but shoot, toy department's the place to go to find prototypes because they've got that little case up front.
They've got so much. But again, they're really proud of what they have. So
Yeah.
you got to take your big checkbook there.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that between Chris and the Limkels, nothing goes in Cincinnati without one of those two knowing about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough to get anything past either one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, what stinks is I've been at the Limkels, their new if you can get into their museum,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I've tried a couple times and we just can't make our schedules meet up because they have odd hours. You know,
Right.
it's kind of like appointment only because they're always doing things too. So.
Right. Yeah, but it's pretty insane. But they had like Bill and Ted stuff, and he's like, I'm not selling that to you. I had it on sale for years, and it's not for sale anymore. And I'm just like, thanks. I appreciate that, guy.
It'll come back around, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure eventually.
So what about you? Did you pick anything up? Either one
Jason,
of you?
I haven't. Okay, so I make bad financial decisions, so I'm paying for my bad financial decisions like this year. So I'm trying to be
Did you lose a bet or something
me. No,
to admit that?
no. I'm like that kid in the meme. You know, you have $24.95, not for long. I make bad financial decisions.
No.
That's
Same.
me. So I'm at the point. I'm when I see something, I got to be real careful with it. But
You're saving your money for Toylanta.
saving my money for Toylanta and saving my money for Rogue Fun. Hopefully something there will catch my eye.
Well, I've been collecting all these action figures for the Cantina.
Uh-huh.
And so I want to start doing that with, now that the Razor Crest is passed, I want to get some of those Mando TVC figures and put them in the Razor Crest open.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to be looking for at Toylanta. It's just cheapo TVC figures. But anyways, this week, my wife was down at Disney.
Uh-oh.
And she picked me up the carded Rex, DJ
Nice.
Rex.
Oh, wow.
Which is essentially just a recard of the Star Tours one.
Which is a recard of
This is the same
this-
thing, just
Of this
different
Pee Wee
paint.
Herman card.
right.
Nice.
I know you are, but what am I? This is my first flight.
Did she go into Disney? Did she
Yeah,
go to
she
the
went
parks?
to Epcot. She went to all four parks actually.
Okay.
Wow.
Is Disney as torn up as we hear it is?
She didn't say.
Oh.
It was more of a girls' weekend trip, so there was a lot of drinking. Although
Oh.
she was the one not drinking. I got a photo at one point of like the stereotypical cheers where everyone takes a photo of their glass,
Mhm.
and it was like 5 mimosas in one water, and I was like, "You're the water." Someone has to be responsible.
Yeah.
It's never me.
No.
Well, if my wife was around, it'd be her.
Right.
It's never me.
But yeah, she went, and I'm trying to think. Like, there was no. We've already done all the rides and all the shows, so she was more or less telling me about some of the different. Because I'm a picky eater. She went to some of the stuff that I would pick no to. She's like, I had tons of seafood, and the seafood was great. And I'm like, do they sell burgers at this place? Because I don't mind taking you.
Right.
I have a burger. You can have your poke. What?
Cindy's the same way. Like, I can't eat a lot of things. I have a lot of stupid food allergies. So she's always like hesitant to suggest someplace. I'm like, if they have bacon and beer, I'll go anywhere.
Right.
I'm not allergic to those.
Yeah, right. If that
Yeah.
ever happens, I'm just going to walk into traffic because
It is funny because like I'm a picky eater also, and I'm like, well, if there's one thing, you can always pick something.
yeah,
You
there's
know,
going to
if-
be something on any menu that
Worst
You
comes
can
to
fancy.
worst, give me the chicken tenders.
yeah.
I have some news,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
and then
What
we
you
get into the Mando trailer. Well, at Disneyland, the green milk at Galaxy's Edge has been changed to while supplies last.
Oh,
And that's on a small board. The big board's been replaced with pink milk.
pink milk.
Is
So
it going to be
green milk's going
strawberry?
away and it's becoming pink milk. And it's all plant-based. So blue milk was coconut and rice milk.
Hmm.
Pink milk is just rice milk. I don't remember what was inside the green one, but I think I preferred the green one over the blue one.
I hadn't had the green.
Although I've talked about this, we make blue milk on May 4th, which is just like a touch of vanilla with some blue food coloring.
Yeah.
And it is 10 times better than anything they sell at Galaxy's Edge. But it's real milk, and that's
Right.
something they can't serve
Right.
because of allergies.
Well, I thought it was because it's 100 degrees. Well, no, yeah.
Well, probably that too, but
Milk was a bad choice.
Yeah, you don't want to load up on that and then walk out in the sun for a long time. Ooh, and get on a ride.
yeah, that wouldn't be great.
No, that's not a happy day.
And then Empire Magazine put the top 5 Star Wars couples according to them.
There's that. I guess there is enough of them, isn't there?
So number 5 is Cassian and Bix.
Okay, I like that.
Number 4 is Ben and Rey, Ben Solo and Rey Skywalker. Number 3, Anakin and Padme.
Huh?
Number 2, Han and Leia.
Oh,
Okay.
Who do you think number 1 was?
who's left? My goodness.
Yeah. Unless they're going to do Luke and Mara Jade.
No.
Lando and L7 or L3.
No.
Yeah. There you go.
No, not that. No, it's modern canon. It's not any legends.
Huh.
It's a
Well,
big one.
they wanted to pull Kanan and Hera out there.
They did.
Is that they did that
They
number
put
1?
that as number 1.
Wow.
Kanan and Hera.
That's actually cool.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, over Han and Leia, though. I mean,
Probably
really,
not.
Really?
Probably
Really?
not. But
Right,
maybe
because
number
you
2.
never really see them as a couple in the cartoon. There's very hardcore hints at it, but by the time you figure it out, Kanan sacrifices himself.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same with Rey and Ben. They don't really connect until the end there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they had enough time to make a baby, so
Whoops. Don't take long, Ben.
yeah, it must not.
It was like years later.
Yeah.
No, 9 months later. No, it was years. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was years.
Well,
It
but he was also
5.
like 10 at that point.
Was he 10?
I don't know. He was old enough to the time jump.
Hasbro announced some new.
Hey, you know what his name is? You know what his name is?
I do. They named him after me. That's so kind of them. Hasbro announced a new line of mini helmets as part of the Black Series.
I saw this.
Yeah.
These are not like the 2-inch ones they had around the Rogue One time. And they're not the massive life-size ones. They're maybe like in the middle, 6, 7, 8 inches. 6,
Yeah.
7.
Oh boy. I gotta go.
They'll be available at Collector Con on March 13th, and it's Mandalorian and the Stormtrooper start.
I think these are odd sizes because Riddle made those helmets that were like 6-inch,
Mhm.
that were a good size, and then somebody took them over and did another full line of them. So, but then these are smaller than that. They're like in between.
Yeah. There wasn't a price point announced, was there?
No,
No.
they're about the same size as what is it, Riddell? Weren't they
Yeah.
the Riddell helmets?
That's what are they that size?
It looked
Well,
like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. They're that
All right.
size.
Well, then I
That's
would
what
expect
you're-
them to be about $100 then. If that's the
Well,
size.
the
they're
life
gonna
size
make 'em.
ones are like 120. So
Oh, okay, well then give them like in the $50 to $60 range then.
that's what I'm thinking. $60.
Well,
Well,
because the Riddle. Okay, so I pronounced it Riddle. You pronounced it Riddell. They're the same thing.
Yes.
So, yeah, those were. I mean, but those were also insanely detailed. The interior they had.
These look about the same. They're
Oh,
on
I don't know
par with
about
that.
it. Did they show an interior on these? I
No,
didn't
not
see
an
that.
interior. No,
Yeah.
then maybe there's nothing on the interior.
Right,
Yeah.
but these you flipped them over and like the Boba Fett had all the electronics and the padding, all of them did. The Darth Vader one came apart. So I mean they were insanely detailed and they were about $100.
I don't know
each.
that these look to be that detailed.
No, I don't
These look
think they.
a little
Knowing
simpler.
Hasbro, no.
Knowing
Well,
Hasbro, they're already planning 20 clone helmets.
yeah.
Actually, and then there's going to be one with a marker that you can do your own clone.
You know what? I'd do that. I would do that.
Just buy the white one,
Yeah. Just by the way, I'm doing it.
the
Speaking
clean
of which,
blank one.
I'm sanding something
Oh,
to get it ready
Oh
to
yeah.
paint. Yeah.
I think that's actually our droid announcement this week is the droid thing.
Nice. Oh, I didn't spoil anything, did I?
No, I've already
Okay.
announced it on the podcast, and then we did a switcheroo one Sunday.
Okay.
So this has been delayed from January to when we recorded. It was supposed to be this, and then it changed like after we recorded. So the announcement was in the podcast, but nobody pays attention to the podcast, so it doesn't matter.
actually, they hear Rogue. They hear Rogue, and they hit 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's why I like
just
my
get
poem.
sad.
Oh yeah, because you can't make it.
I can't make it.
The couple hasn't broken up yet.
No, that's
Oh,
not going to happen. Come on.
It could. I mean, it happens in the movies all the time.
You're right.
The date is kind of flexing. I don't know. Well, I don't want to
Oh,
jinx anything. Yeah, so
Oh.
we'll see.
Um, I was also going to say about those helmets, if you expect about 60, $70, it's Hasbro, it's going to be 120.
Bruh.
I mean, it's going to be the same size, same price as the life size.
Yeah.
And you'll ask Hasbro to make sense of it, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know
why
what to tell
why
you.
they're the same price?" Oh,
Is this something you two are interested in? Would you buy these?
no.
Yeah, I might do the Stormtrooper one.
I would have to see them. I'm not like, oh my God, they made the helmets because I've
Yeah.
got all the Riddle ones. So I don't have the need for it. And then I've also got the little ones because they made Black Series ones that were, 2, 3 inches.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
And I've got all of those.
They're like Barbie size.
Yeah. Well, the reason I did those is at that point, that was the only way you can get a Sabine helmet.
Oh,
Was those
interesting.
helmets, and they were cool looking, and they were die cast. So I don't have the need for those, unless they're awesome or they're a good price point. There's no need. But I mean, I guess if you can't afford a big helmet, then get the small one.
Yeah.
Or if they're
Yeah.
trying to redo that Riddle one, I don't, dude. I'm tired of. I can't guess anymore. I can't.
Just can't do it.
Can't do it.
2 more items, and then we can talk about the Mando trailer. But Steven Soderbergh spoke to BK Magazine, which is not the Burger King one that you used to get when you got your Happy Meal. I was disappointed to know that one. Wheels wouldn't be bringing me my Happy Meal.
Mhm.
They're not Happy Meals. What are they? Kids Club meals? Anyways, because Happy Meal's trademarked. Moving on. Sorry. I keep getting sucked into these tangents. He said it's no surprise that Kathleen Kennedy was frustrated. We were all frustrated. He was talking about when they canceled the hunt for Ben Solo. That was 2.5 years of free work for me and Adam and Rebecca Blunt, the writer. When Adam and I discussed talking about it publicly, I said, look, do not editorialize or speculate about why. Just say that it happened because we all know what happened. Because we all know is what happened. That doesn't make sense, but that's what he said. We don't think Ben Solo. The reason that Disney said was we don't think Ben Solo could be alive, and that's all we were told. And so there's nothing to do about it, except to move on. Wait, I'm trying to figure out what he meant by that, but that's what it says.
Yeah, it's direct quotes when people talk.
Yeah.
As I'm speaking now, if you were to write that out and read it back, you'd probably sound like a crazy person. So it's hard.
In the end, he basically says, I have a really good he says, I kind of made this movie in my head and it just felt badly. Nobody else was going to see it. I thought the conversation was strictly going to be a practical one where Disney goes, what is this going to cost? He says. And I had a really good answer for that, but it never got to that point. It's insane. We're all very disappointed. So Disney canceled this thing without even reading the script and looking at the cost of the movie. Wow. They just said, we don't think Ben Solo's alive. Cancel it. And that was that. So they didn't even hear them out.
So do you think it has potential for a comeback under this new regime.
I don't know. But I mean, Disney is seeing the fans fly planes with the message out the back saying the search for Ben Solo or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
hopefully,
I've even seen like at celebrations when Ron Howard's up there, people are yelling, make Solo 2. Oh, no, shh.
yeah, make
Solo 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Sure.
talking. Never mind. My dogs are barking in the background, so I'm distracted. But yeah, I mean, so they know people want it, or some more to make this Pudge. I don't know. Never mind.
I mean, Steven Soderbergh pretty makes good movies.
Right.
I don't think he'd make a bad Star Wars movie. I think he knows how to tell a tale, and I'm pretty sure that if they were going to do this, there'd be a legitimate reason for Ben to be still alive.
Mm.
Yeah. And it seemed interesting. The premise seemed pretty interesting. So
What was the premise?
just this search for him. From a couple things I saw, he was kind of lost in the Force, and they were kind of looking for that presence. And I think he was trying to communicate. And I don't know. I was for it.
That's trippy.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
He could have found Ahsoka.
Well, who's
and they could have
searching
gone
for
between
Ben?
the world between worlds.
Ray was.
Through the Force?
Yeah,
So it'd just be a really trippy movie.
they're a dyad, you know.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Whatever that means, right? So I don't know. I would have been interested in it, and I don't have a ton of ties to the sequel trilogy, but this would have been interesting to me. I also heard a pitch, and I'm not trying to drag out your runtime, but I heard a pitch for Solo 2.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy was. I think he's a podcaster, but it just wasn't anybody I recognized. And he was talking about pick up where Solo left off, where you see him, he's going to go work for Jabba, and Jabba gives him a mission. I don't know if it's to deliver something or to go pick something up, but the movie is basically from point A to point B. It's like Mad Max Fury Road in space, where all these other competitors and bounty hunters are after him. So that would have been cool.
And it could have ended with him having whatever load he had to dump it because the Imperials were on his tail.
Yeah, that could have been the thing. Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh crap. And then that rolls into A New Hope, and Empire.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
The only other news that I had, I can show you on my phone. There's a new bucket popcorn bucket coming from Mandalorian and Grogu. It's an AT-AT Imperial Walker.
So what now?
You heard me. And on the top comes off, and that's where you put the popcorn.
That's the first popcorn bucket I think I might be interested in, but it's probably $70.
They're getting more and more ridiculous.
Yeah,
they really are.
Disney's already done one of those in their parks.
Really, of that model?
Yeah.
Oh,
not that model, but it's pretty much the same concept.
Gotcha. It's neat.
That's it. Nothing else happened this week.
Okay.
Bye.
We're out of here, folks.
It's the trailer, Mandalorian and Grogu. They must have heard me screaming, "Do something, Lucasfilm!"
Oh my god!
I think they heard all of us.
Yeah. And,
so we haven't really talked to you. We've talked to you a little bit. So let's start off at the Super Bowl trailer. I just wanted to talk to Ted real quick about this because, we talked a little bit just chatting, but
yeah,
I'm sorry to step on your toes, Jason, is what I'm trying to say, but
it's fine.
I didn't want to get too far.
I'm sure yours
ahead.
hurt pretty well from me stepping on yours. So
oh yeah. You dance on my toes all week for an hour every week. No.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, going back to the Super Bowl trailer.
Yeah.
I think you had the same thought I did. It was like, why?
Yeah, I try to use you guys as a sounding board when things happen. My first thought is, okay, what do these guys think? Oh my God, I was so pissed off.
Right.
And I don't know. So there was never an official announcement that there was going to be a trailer, right? It was a TV spot. TV spot can mean a bunch of different things, as we discovered. So I think initially I was really pissed off, but I cooled off and I thought, well, okay, maybe it's just a reminder like, hey, I know you guys are watching football right now. Don't forget Star Wars. That's all. Right. And that's all it was. I don't expect this scene to tie into anything in the movie. So I think the smart move would have been to release the actual trailer a little sooner.
Right.
to appease some people that didn't cool off, but they did. They released it, so we have it now.
And it was good.
It was
Yeah.
really good. Wow, really good.
What
I
were
have high
your
hopes.
What were your thoughts?
Um, Embo. I'm really excited about Embo.
Yeah,
Um,
Bounty Hunter from Clone Wars.
I have questions, but I know, no one's going to have answers to the questions. Like we've got the new Razor Quest or Razor Crest. Is the N1 still in play? Do you think? Are we going to see the
No.
N1? No, you think it's
I
gone?
think he wants his space and he needs the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
At the most, I can see him like flying the N1 to Zeb and then picking up the Razor Crest at that point. Maybe we'll see the N1 at the beginning
That's
of the
possible.
movie, and then he'll get his Razor Crest back.
You think Pelimato's involved at all with any of that?
No.
No.
I think
That's
it's Zeb that gives him the Razor
Yeah, I
Crest,
think
right?
it's Zeb.
That's kind of the feeling I got too. Also, Jeremy Allen White made some kind of a statement saying that he was running around, quote unquote, running around with the Mandalorians. So he would, if that's really happening, he would need a bigger ship.
That's true. Yeah, I heard a synopsis of the movie where it was something like bounty hunters are hired to track down and kill Rod of the Hutt, and Bo's like the main villain. And this is before he was officially announced.
Okay.
And the Hutts hire Mando to get Rada or something like that, or save Rada.
Okay.
That totally doesn't feel like what I got from the trailer. It almost feels like he got captured by the twins somehow, and then the guy from Clone Wars, they end up making him fight in a gladiator thing against Rada.
No, I think that's where Rada is, and then they go in there to save Rada. Like the mission has already been. This is still Act 1. The mission has already been dished out to the audience, and he's making his first move to do some research, and he finds Rada fighting in this game. And maybe other bounty hunters come in, and they decide to try to capture and overpower Mando and Rada.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that leads to the giant chase at the end of the trailer. This is my guess.
Yeah.
I know nothing, obviously.
Right. And
it's a
it
good guess, though. Makes sense.
Yeah. And thinking about it, it almost made it sound like he's preparing for the end because he knows Grogu's going to live for hundreds of years.
Yeah. I didn't like thinking about that.
I think we need to start prepping for the CG Rada the Hutt that looks just like the CG Jabba the Hutt from the special editions for the entire 2 hours.
Yeah.
But this one will look weird because he's got muscles.
Right. I think we'll just have to accept that for what it is. The twins, I think the twins look good.
Yeah. The twins look great. Rada looks weird.
It's like the Gamorrean guards in, what was that, season 2 at the beginning? Like they were buff. That was kind of hard. That was a shakeup for my brain a little bit.
They were thinner though, right?
Yeah, they were buff. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, buff, yes.
They had muscles.
I like them big sloppy dogs. Makes me feel more at home.
Well, how do you recover from that?
What else? Embo in the Clone Wars, Embo had a bit more of a moral compass, so I have a hard time thinking of him as the big bad in this.
Every sip of Coca-Cola brings you closer to the excitement of the FIFA World Cup 26. Because nothing compares to the joy. So grab a Coke and drink in the FIFA World Cup 26. No purchase necessary. 13 plus in 50 U.S. states and D.C. with a web-enabled device. Ends March 1st with 8 entry periods. Rules at cokeurl.com/soccer rules.
Well, did you see Boba Fett running a town?
Boy, you're not kidding. Okay, never mind.
So then maybe
never mind.
Oh, you just triggered him. You just triggered him.
I'm just saying. When you watched Empire Strikes Back for the first time, did you think that guy someday is going to be running a town in a gangster organization?
And he's going to sleep in
a waterbed.
In a waterbed.
Yeah, that guy's going to be mayor with cheese one day.
He got a scratch. Go
definitely
in the back
think
to
that.
think.
So, can you think Enbo's being a complete villain now? Can you buy that?
I can.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you've also got to realize that
I'm very persuasive.
bounty hunters are going to, whoever's got the most money.
Right. If they take the contract, they do what the contract says, basically. No
Yeah.
Also,
questions
wasn't
asked.
Boba Fett and Cad Bane like the top dogs?
Yeah.
So Cad Bane is dead at this point,
Yeah.
and Boba Fett is retired himself to running a town.
So this makes Embo
So there's
probably
a
top dog.
yeah,
Hey, does that mean the mods? They're going to send the mods out?
yeah. They're
Help
gonna
me,
issue
Jason.
Power Rangers.
Help me, Jason. I can't. He
He
can't keep
he
saying
likes
that.
pushing buttons sometimes. He's doing this on purpose. And you keep
Yeah.
you keep taking the bait. You keep getting upset.
I know. I got it. At one point
Focus.
in the
Trust
trailer,
the Force.
Sigourney Weaver's character, Colonel
Ward.
Ward, yeah,
Was it Warden?
it's Ward. Thank you. She says, "This isn't about revenge. This is about preventing another war." What would he be seeking revenge for? I have a theory, but I don't.
Yeah, it's probably Carl Weathers.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, somebody. They're going to have to do something with Grief Karga in this. So who would that be? Do you think?
The warlords from the Empire.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Is it-
because sorry.
No.
No, I cut Jason off.
Go ahead. My toes hurt. Before.
He just recovered because the warlord, the one big warlord, is the guy from the Mandalorian.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in that Shadow Council.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy at the table.
Yeah. I don't know. I get the feeling that Hoth scene, and I do think it's going to be Hoth. I think that happens at the beginning, kind of like an indie movie or a 007
Yeah.
movie. That's your adventure set piece before the actual plot kicks off. I don't know though.
That's the pre-trailer. That's the cold open. It literally.
Yeah, cold open. Yeah.
The cold. Yeah. As soon as I said it, I was like, "Son of a bitch!" But no, I think that's your cold open before the trailer, before the music kicks in.
Raiders is the best cold open, right? I mean,
yeah. Come on. Yeah.
it beats any Bond.
Anything. Yeah. Any episode of The Office.
Any episode.
I can hear Lauren screaming.
Oh no,
Well-
she's not here. She doesn't live here anymore.
Oh, that's why you're in the basement. That's why your basement's all
Bears
all-
beats Battlestar Galactica was a cold
Battlestar
open.
Galactica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
that
right
was
up there
very
next to Raiders.
It's pretty close. Close second. Close second.
No, my favorite one is the one where Dwight decides to eat a boiled egg, and then that makes the whole office throw up.
Oh, Pam gets sick because she's pregnant.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
But she gets sick on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm wearing my Dunder Mifflin
Don't
shirt.
think
There
I
it
didn't
is.
notice.
Nice.
I forgot. But overall, good trailer. Did it get you excited? Because that's the thing that's been kind of lacking for me and from what I can see in the community. Like, it's a Star Wars movie. I'm going to go see it, but give me a reason to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think since it was announced, I was pretty hyped about it. My hope was that it just wasn't another shortened season sent to the big screen. You know what I mean?
Right.
If they're going to tell a story that's going to bring us to the theaters, it needs to be worthy of that. And I think that's what they're delivering.
It's always a tough transition for shows to jump to
Yeah.
the screen because even the X-Files kind of felt like, as good as it was, they spent more money, but it still felt like an episode.
Right. And I think they've done their homework on this. At least I hope so.
I think
it appears to.
I think Star Trek is just more of, some of us have been used to seeing it as a movie, so we accept it as a franchise that is on the big screen, but it started on the small screen.
Yeah. I was a huge fan of the 60s show in reruns, obviously, but the first film that came out, it was boring, but it was neat seeing those characters on the big screen. And then when Wrath of Khan came out, there was no doubt in my mind that it belonged on the big screen. Like
Really?
they did a good job with that. So
I never watched Wrath of Khan until a couple of years ago, and it felt very studio.
yeah, I don't know that it holds up.
It's good.
Yeah, I
I can
like
see
it.
why
It
people
just-
love it, but people like say it's one of the best, and I'm like, I don't know. There's other Star Trek that I think I like better than this.
Yeah, it's just good. That's the first time you really saw Kirk and the Enterprise kind of on its heels. It's good though. The helmet is off in the trailer.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, it seems to. There are a few scenes with the helmet off. So do you think he's going to walk both paths, quote unquote, like Bo-Katan, or do you think he's got to, at the end of this, he's got to go back to the Mythosaur water park?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what my I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that one. I don't know
Yeah.
which way they're going to go.
It'd be a good way to bring the Mythosaur into the movie, but
Seems like it would be against character for him to go
yeah.
back and take the helmet off. A lot has happened, and it seems like whatever has happened, that would be the interesting story to tell. Why is
Yeah.
it okay to take my helmet off? What was the
No,
religious
don't
thing?
you?
Yeah.
Didn't you see the bounty hunter took the helmet off?
It takes it off. Yeah, that
Yeah, the
droid
helmet
thing.
was taken off. He didn't take it off on his own.
By
At least
Embo?
in
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
by some kind of droid, mercenary droid or
Oh yeah,
something.
there was those droids that
Yeah.
that were in Ahsoka. They had a lot of those droids in this movie. It's very fast, but they're all
Yeah.
they're running. There's like 20 of them running.
HK assassin droids?
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Roger.
There's the same droids that the was it the whatever had the Bruce Lee's granddaughter had.
Oh, Morgan Elsbeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the HK droids.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That droid. I can't keep up with names like Jason can.
Whatevs. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, but yeah, I think as far as the helmet goes, I think that gets taken from him. It's not a choice.
So is there forgiveness in the creed for something like that if you're captured and it's taken?
I don't know.
There's
'Cause
a
she always asks, "Did you remove your helmet or was it removed by others?"
That's a
don't know.
good question.
I felt like they were setting up a whole new order for the Mandalorians in the show with all the Mandalore stuff. And the
Mhm.
Mythosaur shows up, and then they start going into the background of Mandalorians and how the Mythosaur helped. Who was the first Mandalorian?
Hmm, that I don't know.
Yeah.
But there was something related to the Mythosaur and the creation of the Mandalorians. Like maybe the guy battled it and killed it, and he became the ruler of the Mandalorians, or maybe the the Mythosaur like did something to the Mandalorian, and, like picked him or something.
Yeah,
And
he
so I
was
felt
able to
like they were
ride it.
yeah, something like Avatar, whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought they
He
were
took out his
setting,
hair and bonded with it.
yeah, I thought they were setting something up where eventually Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian, would be like chosen by the Mythosaur to be the next generation's leader of the Mandalorians and help restart the resurgence.
That
Mm.
makes sense.
What a kick in the ass for Bo-Katan, though. She's like, first the sword and now this.
But would it be a movie thing or would it be season 4 last episode scenario for something like that?
I would say season 4 to, because that kind of carries on where season 3 left off a little bit.
Yeah.
And if you try to, knowing all we know from the trailer now, trying to add all this other stuff in, oof, it's going to be a 4-hour movie, which I'm not against, but my bladder's weaker and weaker as I get older.
As long as there's a break in the middle of it, I'm good.
Yeah,
The
give me
catheters for.
Actually, you know what I heard, Ted? What
What's that?
catheter? Is that what a catheter is for? Is that what you said? There is actually somebody came up with an app that you put in what movie you watch, and it tells you when you can go take
when
a
you
pee.
can go. Yeah. Yeah.
And then it'll give you a summary of what you missed when you get.
That's not bad. It's not bad. Somebody's thinking.
Yeah.
It's
I'm like, I
George
need that. That's
Costanza's
great.
toilet app.
So are you thinking they're still going to do a 4th season of Mandalorian?
It was written. Favreau wrote it.
Okay.
So I don't know if that exact
I have
storyline would
It is written.
yeah, I don't know if they would continue on with that exact story or the movie changes something. I don't know. But yeah, he had it written before they even started the movie. So he said.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a 4th season. I mean, I think there's a lot of
Sure.
loose ends, and there's no way you can tie that up in a movie.
Yeah, I'm happy to watch whatever they're going to show me, I guess.
All right.
I mean,
well,
the season
Yeah.
opener for season 2 with the whole Crate Dragon stuff,
Mhm.
that felt like a mini movie.
It
Yeah,
did.
it was directed by Jon Favreau. So I think the movie's going to be pretty good. It's just, was it justified to be on the big screen and not just a Disney Plus movie?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're going to have to do like a big battle scene or something. There's going to have to be a few big battle scenes, something that's going to be like, that made it worth seeing in a movie theater. Like, because have you seen Sinners, Ted?
Oh yeah.
And I know Jason's seen it, right?
Yeah.
Like the music scene in the middle of that movie, you're watching that in your living room going, this would have been incredible in a movie theater.
Yeah.
There needs to be a moment like that in that movie, or a couple of moments to make
it has to be worth it.
have to make it worth it. So,
what do you feel about an end credit scene where we see Thrawn?
Well,
we've already seen Thrawn though.
I know, but he has to tie Mando into Thrawn because
unless the end credit scene is him riding the mythosaur.
just like at the end of Neverending Story.
And then that ties into season
Falcor.
4. And then you have people that go to watch season 4 and I'm like, what happened? I missed it a lot. And you're like, there was a movie, dude.
Turns out there was a movie you missed.
You're right.
Which will be on Disney Plus, so just check that out.
You're right.
Yeah.
But what do you think the future is of the Mandalorian universe?
I don't know. I'm happy to I was really happy with the week to week, like story of the week kind of thing, like the old Incredible Hulk or the A-Team, that kind of thing. I don't know that I need a sweeping story to follow. I just like the little adventures.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like when they do something where you have, and I think X-Files did a good job of this, where you had the week to week stuff, and then they would do an episode that bridged, that went that the
to
lore,
a final goal,
right? That you had you had enough, stories of the week, and then you had episodes that bridged, everything together, bridged the 8 seasons of the X-Files, where you really had to be a fan of the show to get those few episodes, and they did that a couple of times a year. I would be down for something like that.
Yeah,
do both.
What if at the end of Starkiller? Because remember, I kept saying that the rumor was that at the end they're dropping the kid off at Rey.
Yeah.
What if they couldn't make that work, or they want to do something different with Rey, so they took her out, and the kid actually gets dropped off to Jedi Master Grogu?
Ooh.
Timeline. So he would be what, 80 years old?
He's 50 right now, so he'd be 80.
So he'd still be kind of a kid, but I'm so worried about him saying his first words. Oh God!
Give me the cookies.
Cookie, give me.
Yeah, if he's not leading the school, he should at least be there. I think,
could he be like one of the head students?
Yeah.
Did Yaddle talk backwards in Tales of the Jedi?
I don't remember Yaddle talking.
Yaddle, I think Yoda was the only one that talked like that. So Yaddle would not.
So Grogu won't be talking backwards.
I wouldn't think so. Like if you
think so, I do not. If
you pick your speech patterns up based on your surroundings, there's nobody. I know there's nobody around him that's talking like that. So I'm trying to just power through.
He was sitting there like, please, somebody love my joke.
Make me feel special.
And the crazy thing is, when I'm just listening in the car, those are the things that hit me. I'm like, oh, that was a good one. Ding, boing.
What was it? Boom bow? What was the Photoshop?
Blam, beam,
blim blam,
blim blam,
blim blam,
blim blam.
And that's called a callback.
Right, somebody just wrecked their car going, it's not called that.
Not the flim flam tool.
The blim blam.
It's the zoom zam.
Did you notice the Yoda line in the trailer?
Which one?
The one where the guy was like, "Are you scared?"
You should be.
Should be.
Switched it up a little bit.
Right.
You will be. Do you?
Baby Greedo. We forgot to talk about Baby Greedo.
Oh, that's
too.
right. There was a Baby Greedo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna get everybody baby in this show. Look at Baby Admiral Akbar.
So we just released our
Baby Walrus Man. Not done yet.
I don't like you.
Baby Darth Vader.
We just released our episode on this trailer, and Lauren was so upset about this pram.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason for a baby pram to go 70 miles an hour. Come on.
It's a Mandalorian pram. It's been engineered to be the most extreme version.
But it wasn't. It was a Rhodian pram. They must be
they
speed
just found
freaks.
it on the ground.
Oh, was that the Rhodian's pram that he steals?
Yeah, he hopped in it.
Oh,
stole it.
I guess that was too hyped up on the shots before it to pay attention to what was happening when
Well, yeah,
Grogu
and they
gets in a
also
crib.
they bookend it with cuteness.
Yeah.
You know, so I wonder how hard they're going to lean into that crap.
I don't think it'll be in the trailer. It's like, it's kind of a 1-to-1 ratio, cuteness versus adventure or action. I think in the thick of it in the movie, it's going to just be a tiny speck of comedy. You know what I mean? Just peppered in. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think it's going to be Jack Black and Lizzo.
Right. But I think Star Wars has to have sort of that comedy because it had it in the original. You've got to have that slapstick or, you know, the little break in the action.
Yeah. I'm for it. As long as it's not overdone. I don't think it will be. Hope not.
Right. As long as he doesn't say daddy.
I'm worried about those first words.
This away.
Waiting.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
I like Luke better.
Bo-Katan, he took off his helmet, I swear.
Oh, no. Snitch. I told you don't say
Bo-Katan
anything.
wouldn't give a crap. It would be the armorer that would care.
Yeah, okay. Actually, you call me a nerd. Actually,
Dude, I don't mess with Mandalorian lore, man.
So
it's the armor.
hey, we saw that chest plate on Grogu. Have we seen that before, or is that new?
It was at the end of season 3.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't remember that. But it looks, I don't know, looks ridiculous. I don't want to get negative on the trailer. I really like
He's in his Flavor Flav phase.
Exactly. That's
just
what
let
it
it go.
reminded me of.
Let
Like
him
if
do
that
his
thing had a clock on it.
He'll grow out of it. Boy. That's going to be his first
That's
word.
I was just going to say that better not be his first words. Yeah, boy.
That'll be the last shot of the movie. They'll like do the thing at the end of Boba Fett where they all laugh and they pan up into the sky and be like, that was an adventure, boy. And then they'll just pan up to the sky.
Or they hit light speed and as they go off, boy.
We solved it. We solved it on this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know that we solved it.
Let's go to the Scooby-Doo ending.
No, they're not going to do that one.
No. Are there any cameos you guys think we'll see? I don't know that like we'll see a Luke.
No.
Does Lucasfilm have enough balls to do like Mon Mothma would be an easy one, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's more Ahsoka than
Right.
Mando.
It's less to this.
I think it would be more of like a Han Solo, Luke Skywalker return kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would be some balls if they did that.
But if they do that, like essentially they brought back Luke Skywalker using the face replacement. Do they bring back Alden or do they do a face replacement for Harrison Ford?
Ooh.
Do you think Harrison Ford would want to do that though?
He just needs to sign away for it. He doesn't do anything.
Okay.
He doesn't have to be there really.
Yeah.
At this
They just
point.
use old stuff that he's done and pay him for it.
I don't know. That'd be interesting. I had a thought when there's a shot of Grogu sitting on a tree stump in like a jungle, forest, whatever it is, and it looks like he's meditating. And I was like, is he like communicating with someone in the Force? Are we going to see like maybe a Yoda? Would he communicate with Yoda? I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, just to see like.
But then again, you also have heard rumors that George Lucas is like Yoda. They're pushing the boundaries, I think, with Grogu and Yaddle and stuff, because you're not supposed to know. Yoda's supposed to be drowned in secrecy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two was it conditions that George signed over Star Wars 2 was that you can't remake the original trilogy and you can't tell Yoda's story.
Oh wow.
Those were my understanding of what those conditions. There might be more, those might be just made up, but
Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing Yoda's backstory. You know what I mean? Then I'm fine with him being a mystery.
I want to tell outside of comic book stories about Luke Skywalker post Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they skirt around it. They don't tell those stories. They don't tell about Han. They'll show up as a cameo in this or that, but they don't go into the like. There's no books like there used to be with the legend stuff.
I
It's
think
like-
you might get your wish. You might get to see some of that in Avengers Doomsday.
Okay, cool. Right next to Cassian.
That's right. Oh man. I can't handle a crossover. I can't.
Marvel versus Star Wars.
And then they're going to get an Optimus Prime and drive off into the sunset
Oh my God.
with Leonardo and Donatello.
I could handle a crossover with like the Aliens versus Predator, that universe. For
That
some
makes
reason, that
sense.
works for me. Yeah.
What?
I don't want to see Spider-Man versus Darth Vader. I don't need it. I don't need it.
It'll just be Spider-Man versus Wolverine versus Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And Doctor Doom will win. And then everybody will hate Doctor Doom because he just killed Logan and Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. That's how you set your movie up.
Yeah.
And then that makes you immediately hate Doctor Doom because those were fan favorites.
True story.
And they walk away with $50 million in their pocket because they showed up on screen for 3 seconds and allowed Marvel to kill them.
Again.
At
least for Logan.
Yeah, but which Spider-Man? You said Tobey Maguire, but then there's
Mhm.
going to be huh?
Yeah, Toby, because then he doesn't have to do it again.
Yeah, he's kind of aging out as Spider-Man, I think.
But there's like 15 other Spider-Men.
Name more than 3.
Ah.
As far as actors, or
Well, I guess Nicolas Cage now too.
Yeah, there's the
Spider
Nicolas
Noir.
Cage, there's Miles, there's
how do you feel about that? Non-Star Wars, but here we are.
I'm very curious about it. I love
Yeah.
noir films, and I'm gonna watch the black and white version. But
Oh, they're giving you a choice?
yeah, so you can
Oh,
either
cool.
pick the color version of the black and white. I'm gonna watch black and white because I mean it's Spider-Man noir.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm curious about is that he voiced Peter Parker in the Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But he was Peter Parker. Here he's Ben Reilly, which is the clone of Peter Parker in the comic books.
Right.
So is this a alias to hide himself as Peter Parker or what?
I don't know. Or are they
But I'm
changing
excited.
lore?
I'm
now
excited
it's time
'cause-
for Jason to nerd out.
yeah, they also have Electro in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's one guy who's got his fist. You just see his fist, but there's all the energy, lightning like running around it.
Oh, that makes sense. I
And
saw
some
that.
people-
Okay.
Some people said they saw Sandman, but I'm not sure which one Sandman was. But it's going to just be like a reinvention of all these villains, and it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I like that. I
In
like
conclusion, I'm happy.
that. Good. That's what we want. Jason to be happy.
Thanks.
That's all I want is Jason to be happy.
Thanks, guys. But yeah. What else? We're wrapping up here.
Yeah,
So
I
is that a
don't-
movie or a series?
It's a series.
series,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Amazon. It'll be May. Around the time Star
Oh,
Wars.
Amazon is doing it, not Disney.
Yeah.
It's an
right?
Amazon exclusive. Yeah. It's like 8 episodes.
Interesting.
Oh, I miss the days of the 22 episode series.
Right.
Yeah.
8 feels rushed to me sometimes. Sometimes it's right, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I could go for more.
Sometimes it's too long.
Sometimes it's too long.
Sometimes just
I'm looking
just
at
do
you,
the-
Acolyte.
do the Hallmark thing and just make a TV movie. It's
Yeah.
okay.
There's nothing wrong with a TV movie.
No.
Marvel's
Especially-
doing it with Punisher.
Oh, I can't wait.
Really?
Man thing.
How violent is that thing going to be?
Rough. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, he was pretty violent in Daredevil.
Mhm.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
That'll
All
be
right.
cool.
The real question, then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
What did you think of the Muppet Show?
I haven't watched it yet.
Ah, dude.
It's just one episode, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
So
a half hour long and it's
I-
hilarious.
I saved a few things because I knew I was going to have some
Oh,
time
yeah,
on my
just
hands
you-
coming up.
you
Yeah.
need
So
surgery.
yeah. So I am
makes
planning
sense.
on watching it. Haven't watched it yet, but I'm stoked for it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's good.
Is
And-
this a test the waters thing? And
Yes.
hopefully there's okay. Good.
Yes, and they've already started working on scripts for more episodes,
Cool.
Mhm.
but it hasn't officially been greenlit.
I think it will. It's the
But-
Muppets.
They didn't capture Kermit's voice. However, Kermit is so Kermit that it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
The characterization is there, and I think that's
That's
the important thing.
that is a tough one when you see Kermit and the voice isn't quite right. It's like, oh,
And then the old voice, Steve Whitmire, was out the past week complaining about Disney and how they're treating Kermit, and it sounds like he's just a bitter guy. He was fired by Disney.
I wonder why.
Because he's a bitter old man.
Because he's a pain in the butt to work
In
with.
the butt.
Yeah.
Prima donna.
I mean,
I thought that
you're
was Miss
operating a
Piggy's
puppet.
job.
You operate a puppet. You are a pain in the butt, probably.
Yeah.
There's
You got your hand up their butt the entire time. He was waiting for that one.
Yeah, that was a slow burn.
There is a podcast you need to listen to, Jason. It's called Podcast The Ride. And the last episode, which was 2 weeks ago, there was a guy that was in the audience for that show, and he talks about it.
Oh, cool.
Like his experience. And he's like, there was like a half an hour layover where just this puppet, him and this puppet is just they're having a half an hour conversation. Because the guy's already in puppet mode, and him and the puppet are like talking for like a half an hour about things. So I watched it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was 70s cheese, I think.
Good.
Yeah. It was like season, was it 5? Maybe? Like they kept going.
Right.
So I'm excited for the possibility of more.
Yeah,
But
cool.
I was listening to Jordan's podcast, and they were talking about potential guest hosts,
Uh-huh.
and they got mad when they said this one, and I got mad because I could see it happening.
Uh-huh.
I do not want this.
Uh-oh.
Pentatonics hosting the Muppet Show.
Who's Pentatonics?
They're the
acapella. Group.
Oh.
It's like making instrument noises with your mouth is so 2015.
Yeah. So like,
Move
where
on.
in the world is
2015. I mean, they can sing. They
They
can.
can, but I don't want it. They don't need to be hosting the Muppet Show.
Yeah, but are they going to be any good in a skit?
No.
Yeah, I don't want all that.
But Disney loves them.
Uh,
And so it's like Disney, all these Disney people will be forced into the Muppet Show.
I'd say at that point, change the format. Have a guest and then a musical guest like Saturday Night Live does for something like that. They don't need to be a full-on host or co-host.
I think Sabrina Carpenter was a perfect host for the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It surprised me because Lauren listens to her. I don't know her music, but Cindy was like, her music is very sexual. And I thought, oh, interesting.
Extremely.
Is it? Oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
But I mean, you think about the stuff you were listening to, Baby Got Back. It's like it's no different.
I was listening to Two Life Crew. Yeah.
Well, it's a little different. It's a little bit more explicit
That's
than the
very-
subtleness of Sabrina Carpenter. At least Sabrina's trying to hide the stuff in a metaphor.
Right. Yeah, they were pretty blatant. That song will come on in my rotation. I'm like, oh man, I gotta fast forward through that. I'm the only one in the car and I'm blushing. Like, wow. Oh my.
No, I didn't listen to them.
I don't think you
Sadly.
missed anything.
Yeah,
Sadly.
you didn't really. Yeah.
You're
I had to listen to the clean version of Two Life Crew.
That's somehow worse.
It really was.
Yeah.
It sounds like why even listen? Because every
Yeah.
other word will just be beep 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 beep.
No,
beep, beep, beep.
they changed the words up enough.
Yeah.
Oh, they did one of those.
Yeah.
They re-record it.
Uh-huh.
If you were
For
into
radio.
Miami bass music back in that time, I guess that was like early 90s. The music was really good.
Mhm.
But man, if you can get an instrumental copy, you're golden.
Well, me love you long time.
Hmm.
Well,
Yikes.
well, Ted, where can people listen to your episodes of your podcast?
They can find us sporadically at The Force, of course, your favorite Star Wars pie, your bite-sized, fun size. I don't know.
The other
I don't
one.
know our tagline. Yeah, the other Star Wars podcast.
Because there's only 2.
Anywhere,
Right.
yeah, that's right.
1,000.
Anywhere you get your Star Wars podcasts. That's
What is
where
your
we're-
schedule? When do you record? How
My
do you
God.
record? Why do you record?
My job has me kind of all over the place, and it's not something that is typically planned. It's usually hey, can you be in Cleveland tomorrow? Can you go to Denver Tuesday or what? It's pretty sporadic, so it's hard for us to get on a schedule. Like right now, I've got a list here of like 4 episodes that as soon as we can get Lauren back over here, we're going to record as many of these as we can and bank them so that we can try to have
Yeah.
try to get back on. We were weekly for a long time, and then it fell apart there for a while. So we're trying to get back on track. I think we'll be okay.
Were you ever afraid of flying?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
over it?
Until I was, I think I was 35, my first flight.
Wow.
Went out to Denver for a job and was like, why did I wait so long to do this?
Was it a turbulent one?
No, actually, the trip there was the pilot said it was probably one of his smoothest flights, so which I was thankful for. The trip back, we hit a storm coming into Cincinnati, and that's always a little shaky. But the worst turbulence I think I've hit was I went to Portland, Maine, and it's a small airport, and we were in a 90-seater, and that thing, we were tossed all over the place. I thought we're not going to
Like
land
the
there.
skit from Key and Peele.
Yes, it was very much like that. But yeah, I love it now.
Good. Well, listen to the Force, of course.
Of course.
Anything else, Glenn?
No, I don't. No, I'm good.
Buy your tickets to Rogue Fun. Thank you for listening to the Smugglers Galaxy podcast. If you could, please leave a like and a 5-star review of the show anywhere you listen. It really helps us out and points people to our show. Our email address is Wait, I skipped the line. I tried to do it by memory. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Send us an email or message us. We'd love feedback. We'd love to make you part of our show. Our email address is smugglersgalaxy@gmail.com. Thank you to Alfonso Riviera for the Smugglers Galaxy logo, and thank you to Levi Waterhouse for the music. People collect for the love of it. Hashtag what with your wallet. Pass on what you've learned. Be a positive force in the collecting community. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. Play with your toys.